What's up, YouTube? Game Over 86 coming back with another video. And in this video, guys, I'm going to be talking about games that are overhyped. We're talking about games that were overhyped, games that were overhyped from production, from advertisement standpoints. When you bought the game, you just never got what you wanted. And I'm talking about upcoming games as well. I'm going to give you guys my opinions on some of these upcoming games that I think might be overhyped, and they just need to stop while they're ahead and get stuff in line. So if you guys are new to this channel and you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up, share this video, and also leave me a comment down below and tell me what you guys think about it. Also, all my returning subscribers, thank you guys very much. I really do appreciate it. I got some upcoming videos in the incoming days about my E3 predictions on Sony and Microsoft, so stay tuned to them videos as well. Also follow me on Twitter, guys, so I do appreciate it. So if you guys sit back, enjoy, listen to me talk, and give my opinions and my thoughts about some upcoming games that may be overhyped, overrated, and let's get on with this entertainment, baby. Woo! Okay, so to give you guys my thoughts on overhyped games and my opinions on some overhyped games that really just sold us on how beautiful everything was. I mean, everybody knows about No Man's Sky, but I'm gonna name a few that that some people just may not know. Like Homefront was an overrated, overhyped game. Knack for the PlayStation 4 was overhyped, and I understand sometimes they overhype these games because they were them exclusives for that year, along with Killzone and stuff that year for the PlayStation 4. Other overhyped games, I mean, I'm going to throw No Man's Sky in there. I mean, that was way over market, over budget, overhyped for what it had. It literally felt like a No Man's Sky version 2. Just some of them games that have been sold as a $60 game, and then when you buy it, you think, wow, it wasn't even worth $20. What were they thinking? All these people out there that are creating video games to hype up to get ready for E3 even. Some of the games that I can honestly think about that may be overhyped, and I know some of you guys may disagree on this video, but that's okay because that's what I'm going to bring. I'm going to bring some opinions, some thoughts, and maybe get you guys talking, maybe get you guys thinking, you know what, maybe we should wait on these games. Maybe we shouldn't spend $60. And the first things that I'm going to talk about, some of these overhyped games are recently being re-released. So when I talk about them, yes, they're already been out, so we already know the hype on them. And then some of these aren't being released yet. They haven't been released to the public. I know there's been some people that's tested the betas or gotten them early. So bear with me on that. I haven't played any of them. I'm just giving you guys my honest opinion on some of these games. So the first game that I'm going to be talking about, honestly, overhyped-wise, to me, and it could be overhyped. It could be like, Beyond Two Souls, which was an okay game. I mean, it lacks some continuity in the story. Excuse me. And I know a lot of you Sony fans are going to hate me for this, but I believe that this game could be great, but it also could be messed up when it comes to overhype. It could be a great game, but I'm still leery about it, and that to me is Detroit Become Human. That's just my honest opinion, guys. Do I love that gameplay on it? Yeah, it looks good. Do I think that the story is going to be good? Yeah, I hope the story is going to be good. But from what I've seen from the PlayStation PAX House, earlier last year in December, I believe, and what I've seen recently from what they've released, it just seems like they're putting so much into this game, and they've done great with exclusives. But this game, to me, just something tells me about this game, and I've played lots of these styles of games, that is it going to be that fun? Like, we've all played Heavy Rain, we've all played Beyond Two Souls and Until Dawn, I'm sure. And if you guys haven't, check them games out. They are good games. But are we getting ahead of ourselves and thinking that Detroit Become Human is going to be a top-notch seller? I'm still leery about it. I still think that game could be overhyped. It could be just that train rolling in. We think, everything's going to be great, with God of War and all these other games that have dropped for PlayStation. Will that game be overhyped? To me, I still think I'm in the middle of that. I think, yes, it's overhyped. I think once you beat the game, nobody's going to really want to play. I shouldn't say nobody, but a lot of people aren't going to replay it for every different storyline. And I could be wrong, but I mean, my honest opinion, that's what I think. I think the game story is going to be fun, but after that, you're done with the game. And I think you're just going to set it off to the side. You may go back and play it later on, but there's so many more games out there that I think that we're all going to wait and enjoy. Another game that's coming out that I'm really just, I play stuff like that, but it's just kind of getting repetitive, and it may be another overhyped train. And that's Black Ops 4 that's coming as well, and it's on multiple platforms. That game to me, I mean, a lot of people want me to play it with them. I probably will, but the game to me is going to be overhyped again. It's going to be a big seller, obviously in November or whenever it comes out. I think it comes out in November. I'm not for sure, but that game's just always getting overhyped, and it's like Infinite Warfare. You know, that game was overhyped to the max, and most people bought it because they wanted the Modern Warfare remastered. So some of them games that are just overhyped to me that are also coming up on the Switch that have already been out. And this is just my opinion, guys. So, just leave me comments down below what you guys think are overhyped. But to me, overhyped is Tropical Freeze. To me, that's overhyped because it's already been out, and people are getting excited about this port coming just to play Funky Kong, and it's like an easy mode, and it's $60. To me, that's overpriced and overhyped. They're showing it too much, and people are getting excited about these old games like Dark Souls. To me, that's overhyped. It's just my personal opinion. It's like when you see videos made about this, and I never will mention people's names on YouTube because that's just not what I do. But when I see people that make these videos and they ask, well, is it garbage? I played it like 10 years ago. I already know if it's garbage. Like, I don't make videos that everybody played. Like, I'm not going to make Mario Brothers on the Nintendo NES and be like, does it suck or is it garbage? That's just not who I am. So when I see these videos and all this other stuff, I'm not dogging the people. Some of them people have wonderful content. But when you ask me about Dark Souls being remade, I don't want it remade. Quit wasting my time. I know millions of people out there want it remade for a new gen. Well, when the PlayStation 5, 6, and 7 comes out, if Dark Souls came out again and again and again, would you keep buying it, or would you be like, okay, enough's enough? That's just how I am. Like, enough's enough. You want to surprise me, make a Dark Souls 4. I mean, come on. The other game that I think, and this is where you guys are going to get pissed off at me, obviously. A lot of people are going to get pissed off at me. I played the original 3 Spyro the Dragon. Yes. You heard it first from Game Over 86. Is my nostalgia feel, oh man, this game feels so great. I can't wait for Spyro the Dragon to come out. Do I believe it's overhyped? Yes. You want to know why I believe it's overhyped? Not that many people played it back in 1996, 97 when it came out. Not a lot of people owned it. You wonder why? Because Crash Bandicoot was way bigger, and I'm not dogging the people that that played it. I played the crap out of it. I owned all 3 of them. It was amazing. I didn't own any of the other Spyros later on down the road, except for the PlayStation 3 one. Actually, I don't own it, but I played it, and that's one that I would like to have. It was very well done. The story was okay, but when it came to gameplay, it was fun. The controllers and whatnot. But I think Spyro the Dragon that's coming out, I think they're just going to get on this money train where they're bringing all these games. And don't get me wrong, I wanted Spyro the Dragon to be remastered, but do I think it's overhyped? Yes, I do believe it's overhyped. It's one of them games that you can beat. It's kind of like Crash Bandicoot. It was very fun. But it was overhyped very much. Everybody was excited about it. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to go buy Spyro the Dragon. I just believe that the games that are overhyped need to quit, and they need to focus on newer games. They need to focus on newer IPs. They need to focus on possibly signing new AAA games to develop these new IPs or come up with them themselves, whether it be Sony or Nintendo or Microsoft. Because all these games that are getting promoted, we're still forgetting about these small indie titles that have made it. Like Celeste. That game didn't get a whole lot of publicity. That game didn't get a whole lot of marketing or advertisements, and it's a great game. There's a lot of these games, that indie titles, that don't get a lot of love. And then you get games out there that that just get overhyped or overrated, and they get all the marketing, and you sit back and you go, why? Why are these games getting shown? Why are these games getting remade for the 4th time or the 3rd time? And it just gets so repetitive that as a consumer, I want them to focus more on new games, new IPs. And if they're going to bring stuff back that's more entertaining or more valuable, bring stuff back that we have asked for, not that we didn't ask for. And I'm not saying we didn't ask for certain games like Spyro the Dragon or Dark Souls. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is when we focus on them games repetitively and we keep giving the companies money for these games, they're going to keep milking it every console. Every new generational console, they're going to remake the games that made it, except for some. And I do have to give them credit. Like, there are some out there. I get it. Crash Bandicoot hasn't been remade since PlayStation 1 era. I get it. I get the whole franchise, the trilogy. I get the Spyro the Dragon as well. But when we look at this, what I'm saying is it's a domino effect. I know personally right now that Microsoft's probably going to be doing Banjo-Kazooie remake, remaster, whatever you want to call it. I mean, yes, would it be fun? Yes, would it? But all this overhype about, hey, this game's going to be great, it's going to be an awesome game. I already know this, and I want you guys out there that are watching this video to understand that some of these people that get these games or they play these games, or people that even the game creators go out there and market these games and they sell them, and they're overhyping their own product, their own quality. And it's funny because I think we focused on the actual gameplay story online, whether it be online or local or just a story mode. I think they would better themselves, because a lot of the times they bring like No Man's Sky and they say all this stuff was coming with it, and then they overhyped it and it was supposed to be a really great game. And then they brought like Knack for the PlayStation. They were talking about, oh, this game's really cool and whatnot. But it really wasn't that good for a PlayStation 4 game. It was actually really overhyped and overrated, if you ask me. And then there's other games that are coming that have kind of, trickled down, and game companies have taken after them. And whether it be ports, whether it be remasters, whether it be games that are new IPs like Sea of Thieves, it was overhyped. I was so excited for Sea of Thieves, and when it dropped, I played it, like I said, for 10 hours straight. And I did a review on it, and a lot of people disagree with me, and a lot of people agree with me. But the point I'm saying is, you can't tell me that you spent this much money and this much time to make these games, or remaster these games, or make new IPs, and then they're overhyped. And they should know that. Like, if I know that, they should know that. And that's the sad thing. That's what I want to bring to the forefront. Are games overhyped? Are these games getting too much marketing when these smaller companies that don't hardly get a lot of marketing making these awesome games, and we don't share the love on them? Yeah, there's these small YouTubers or these big-time YouTubers that are out there making these games and showing these videos off, and that's how people know it. But without that, they wouldn't get a lot of love. There would be a lot of third-party games, or smaller indie games, I should say, that are getting a lot of love. A lot of AA games, that haven't been able to get a lot of love because of the marketing strategies. And I think we should focus as a company, as YouTubers, as fans and consumers when it comes to video games. We should focus and really, really speak up. That's what we're for. That's what we're here for. That's what we should be using our voices to be heard from these game companies that are making all these games that people want, but people want repetitively over and over and over again. We should speak up and say, okay, enough's enough. I love the game, but dude, I don't need to play it 10 years from now to tell me the game's great again. I don't need it remade. Like, I don't. It ruins the actual value to me when it came out. It's like remaking Sonic 50,000 times. I don't need to relive it. I grew up with Sonic. I mean, yeah, okay, it's fun to play it on the Switch, or it's fun to play it on PlayStation 4 or the Microsoft or whatever, Xbox. I'm not griping, I'm not complaining, I'm just giving you guys my honest opinion. Like, some of these games that keep coming out, stop with the overhype. Quit hyping these games up and saying, oh, this is going to be a great release. Street Fighter 30th Anniversary, it's going to be a great game. Is it overhyped? Yes. There's like a buttload of games on there from every Street Fighter, and we're only going to play like 3 or 4 of them out of the whole damn collection, because some of them were not even that good. I'm being real. I mean, Street Fighter 2 Alpha, I mean, there's some newer Street Fighters that'll be played, obviously, but some of them Street Fighters I'm not even going to want to play. And that's just my opinion. You guys may play every single one. I love Capcom. But it's like they're overhyping all these games, and I want to know what you guys think about some of these upcoming games overhyped. And I know I just mentioned Detroit Become Human, and it's not a shot at Sony fans, man. I'm just being real with you guys. I think that the game's going to be good, but it's just getting too much publicity to where if it does fail, I mean, it's gonna affect Sony to an extent when they're third-party titles, because Until Dawn came out and it was supposed to be a big game, and it was a pretty good game, but it wasn't like we're not talking about it 3-4 years from now like we will be talking about God of War. So that's what I'm meaning about overhype. Are these games that are being sold at $60 are they just trying to empty our wallets? I mean, I know game companies want their money, but some of these games that are made strictly for exclusive consoles, whether it be Microsoft, whether it be Nintendo, whether it be Sony, they need to really focus on all the gameplay aspect. Quit selling us on these commercials and these overhyped trains to where people just jump on the bandwagon because they're like, oh, well, this game was awesome. My brother played it 20 years ago, and now I'm old enough, now I can play it. I get that. A lot of people haven't experienced some of these games. I understand. But it's the point that I'm saying that they keep remaking these games when they could be remaking, they could be making new games. They could be spending their time and all their money on bringing stuff that people actually want. And I'm not saying people don't want these games. All I'm saying is, if you think about it, if you honestly think about it, and I'm being real with you, and then this is me being 100% real. People are going to play Dark Souls, and people are still playing Dark Souls. I'll give them that. They're still going to play it. But they're also going to play multiple games as well. Detroit Become Human, there's a big majority of people that are going to buy that game, beat the game, and then not play it ever again. And if they do, it's going to be like maybe 2 or 3 years down the road when they're just bored, sitting at home, ain't shit to do. The next games that I'm going to be saying are like some of the games like State of Decay 2. It could be good. It could be overhyped. I mean, the way they were marketed at first, and then all of a sudden it's going to be a $30 game, that kind of makes me think, okay, is this one overhyped? You know, and I'm not going to go on and on and on and on. I just want you guys to think about all these games coming out. Which ones do you guys think could be overhyped? Could be not really worth $60? Could bomb? Could not be sell? Could be a flop? You know, give me your guys' opinions down in the comments down below. Make sure if you guys are new, just hit the subscribe button. It always does help me out, guys. I'm going to keep bringing some more videos. I'm just going to be bringing up some new things to think about, new things to talk about, new things that we could all be thinking as fans and, like I said, as consumers. We spend hard-earned money for these game companies, and do we want to keep buying Dark Souls until 2028? Like, I'm not dogging Dark Souls. I'm just saying, do we really want to buy it 14 more times? Like, enough's enough. Like, I've played it. I don't want to play it again. That's just my honest opinion. I don't want to play it again. I have no need to play it again. Was it a great game? Yes. Do I need to play it again on this PlayStation 4 or Xbox One or whatever it's going to be made for? No, I don't. So leave me your guys' opinions. Like I said, if you guys are new, hit the subscribe button. It does help me out. All my returning subscribers, thank you guys very much. I got some videos, like I said, in the upcoming days on my Xbox E3, what I think prediction-wise is going to come out. Make sure you guys check that video when it drops. And my Sony one, I'm actually working on right now. I'm working on editing it. So you guys all stay tuned for that video too. I think you guys are going to enjoy that one as well. Also, check me out on Twitter, guys. Follow me there because I'm going to be asking questions when I do game streams. What games you guys would like me to play? I'm going to have you guys vote on that. I'm getting my Patreon set up too. So eventually, hopefully, if anybody's out there wanting to support the channel, help me out a little bit, guys. That'd feel great. If not, still, just come watch my videos. Leave me comments, guys. That helps me out enough. So if you guys don't want to help with the Patreon stuff, I still want your guys' support when it comes to comments, sharing, likes, and just watching my videos. That means more than money. I'm just letting anybody out there know that I am going to be getting that started fully, and I'm going to be putting some tiers in there. Start off with $1, probably $5, and then $10, and then slowly work up if need be. Anyway, I appreciate you guys as always. Stay safe wherever you guys are maybe living, maybe out this weekend or this week. Always, always, always be nice to one another, guys. Share this video, like, subscribe. Game Over 86 is always out. Peace, guys.